Okay, welcome back. This is Lab 7.5, question number 2. Pretty similar to question number 1, except this one is using monthly notes, so notes with months. So the first transaction, October the 1st, Pong accepted a note from Adam Upa for $9,900. In exchange for his past due account. That is transaction A. And it says to use the transaction letter as the description. So we're doing what we're told. Then the 31st of December, we made an adjust entry to record the accrued interest. So an adjusting entry of accrued interest. Interest receivable. No, like that. Interest. There we go, receivable right there. And the other entry is a credit to interest earned. It's going to be 9,900 times 11% because this is an 11% note. 3 months because it's October, November, and December out of 12. And that's transaction B. Then also on the 31st of December, we closed the account. And if you remember closing accounts, it goes to income summary. So we debit the interest earned to make it go away and credit the income summary. So there's actually an expense being recorded there. Or not an expense. There's actually a reduction in the interest earned. So we're debiting interest earned and the balancing entry goes to the income summary. And then of course we would close the income summary to retained earnings in a later entry. So then January 1st. Oops, let's sure what's happening there. January the 1st, 1/1. We set up a new one, another note receivable, New Year's Day coming into the office to give Jack Tasker the ability to give us a note receivable in exchange for Jack's past due note. And that's transaction D. Then on the 1st of February, Adam pays us. So we're going to get some cash. The amount of the cash is 9,900 for the principal, plus the amount of interest, 9,900 times 11, times 0.11 times 4 out of 12. That's the total amount of time that's been outstanding. Now that 10,263 includes the note receivable, the interest receivable which we set up in this transaction B, and it also includes interest earned for the month of February. So we have a note, we have interest receivable right there, and interest earned right there. The note is 9,900. The interest receivable is the 272.25 we set up there. Interest earned for the month of February, 9,900 times 0.11 times 1 month. 1 month out of 12. Just the month of February. Now if we want to check to make sure it all balances, let's take the 9,900 plus 272.25 plus 90.75. It does add up to the right number. So we can get rid of that. That's transaction E. Then it says to determine the date that the transaction D, this transaction D where we set up the Jack Tasker note receivable, the date that it matures and record the entry to show the collection. That's good if he pays his debt, but the question is when does he pay his debt? This is a 6-month 10% note. So it's 6 months, 10%. So 6 months from the 1st of January is the 1st of July. So I think I'm putting in the date here. There we go. Okay, so he's going to pay his cash. And his cash is going to be 9,900 plus 6 months at 10%. 10,395. We need a little more because we're going to have the note receivable. It goes away for 9,900. And then we have interest earned for 9,900 times 0.1 times 6 out of 12. Now if we add those two together, 9,900 plus 495 is obviously 10,395. So we'll just leave it at that. Let's see what Lyric's done. Lyrics agrees, we are done.